operation of the Grand Lodge office at that time. And they accepted applications across the state of Missouri, and one application stood out above all the others, and rightfully so. And Ronald D. Miller was chosen then and has been consecutively re-elected annually ever since to be the Grand Secretary. Sir, having, I think, been the first appointee to the line after you became Grand Secretary and spent all those years with you, I know I speak for every Grand Master who's been here to express our tremendous and deep appreciation for the wise counsel you gave us over the years, the tremendous leadership you brought to our fraternity. And whether you sometimes realize it or not, with your kind smile and your always warm handshake, every one of us knows, and every person in this fraternity knows, that we are much better off as people, and we are much better off as a fraternity because of your incredible devotion to the craft and to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a tremendous living example of what every Mason ought to be. Congratulations, Right Worshipful Sir.
Huh? 17 years enough? No, you're just getting started.
He said is 17 years enough. My observation is no, he's off to a good start. Thanks for all you do. Right Worshipful Sir, you have been reappointed Grand Lecturer of this grand jurisdiction. It's my particular pleasure to congratulate you and to thank you for the tremendous work that you do. And you are now reinvested with the jewel of your office. We always like to say every year at Grand Lodge that the ritual is conducted according to the auspices and the direction of the Grand Lecturer. Nobody laughed. You did. He's the only one laughing. You do a tremendous job. The Grand Lecturer's job is not an easy one, and it takes one who has a particular devotion to the fraternity and for our ancient heritage to do it correctly. And sir, you do a tremendous job, and it's a great privilege to congratulate you and to see you reappointed. It is your duty to instruct the craft in the due performance of their duty, to communicate light and information to the uninformed, to preserve our ritual and our traditions in the memory of the fraternity, to see that the ancient landmarks of the order are not removed by unskilled hands, and by your instructions to the subordinate lodges to illustrate the genius and vindicate the principles of our institution. No small responsibility. It is to be presumed that one whom his brethren have thought capable of discharge of so important and difficult a trust will require no prompting for the proper performance of his duty. Let it be your object, while enjoining upon the members of this time-honored society a faithful regard for its obligations, to impress the world at large with a favorable opinion of its design and tendency. Thank you for your continued devotion to the fraternity. Congratulations. Right Worshipful Sirs, congratulations on your elevation, and thank you for your continued devotion to our great fraternity. You have been appointed Grand Deacons of our grand jurisdiction for the ensuing year, and you are now invested with the jewels of your office and your rods as ensigns of your authority. Right, worshipful sirs, it is your province to attend upon the Grand Master and the Grand Wardens and to act as their proxies in the active duties of the Grand Lodge. Let vigilance and attention actuate you in the discharge of the functions of your office. Gentlemen, congratulations and thank you for your continued service. Right, worshipful sirs, again, congratulations on your elevation and thank you for the devotion to our fraternity. Having been appointed Grand Marshals, we now invest you with the jewels of your office. Stewart. Thank you. That was a little slip on my part. Grand Stewards, I should say. It is your duty to superintend the tables at the hour of refreshment and see that every brother is suitably provided. It is therefore indispensably necessary that you yourselves should be temperate and discreet in the indulgence of your own inclinations and carefully observing that none of the craft transgress the bounds of moderation in the enjoyment of their pleasures. Thank you very much for continuing to serve the fraternity. Congratulations.
Situation in my home lodge 2 weeks ago. We were doing some balloting. Got up, had a brother that's getting up in age, and when he voted, he forgot what the master says. White balls elect, the black cubes reject. So he puts a black cube in. Not because he didn't want the candidate, but because he forgot. We had two wardens that had never seen a black cube. They panicked. You know, this is things that you can go over in your visits. Help them. That's what you're there for. Let them know. Had masters that do not want to vote. I don't vote. If you'll read, every eligible member must vote. Last time I looked, the master is an eligible member.
I have a question about that.
Yes, sir?
It also says that the master breaks the tie. If there's a tie in anything, is that correct? He's the tie-breaking vote. Or he,
Not on a ballot.
not on
You
the
can't.
ballot.
No.
That's just on a,
Let's say there's a motion to spend $100 for a cake,
Right.
and it's 6 to 6, and the master.
You break the vote there.
so the master don't vote at that time. Either hand or paper on something like that.
No, everybody should vote. When the master gives the order to vote, whether it's by paper or by
Here
hand.
comes
Here comes our vote.
Okay.
I wondered it took
When you're
long to get here.
balloting on a candidate, you're probably not, first of all, you're probably not going to have a tie vote because 3 cubes, you're done. Okay. He has to vote on a candidate. Now, when you're presiding in a lodge, just like the Missouri Senate, the presiding officer does not vote on questions before the body. You know, like your example, should we buy a cake for $6? 6 to 6. Then he votes. Then he says, brethren, as a tiebreaker, I'm casting my vote for not buying the cake. Okay. But normally, on question, should we approve the minutes? Should we approve the treasurer's report? Should we, whatever? He doesn't vote. The presiding officer does not vote on those types of things, but he must vote on candidate.
But that's what I was wondering, what he's supposed to vote on and what he isn't, because it was brought up to me about that, then if the master votes for the cave and then it's a tie, does he get to vote again?
No,
You know?
can't vote initially he cannot vote. He calls the question. Only if it's a tie, then he comes in and goes, okay, I'm gonna break the tie.
Okay.
I found out the hard way because I did something stupid when I was presiding one time. I said, all those in favor, make it known by the voting sign, and I held my hand up. And they said, you can't vote. I can't vote. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Sir, on a paper ballot, did I hear you say that on a paper ballot, the master does not?
No, he votes on candidates.
So when they do a count off, the master does not count.
No, I mean, when they do a paper ballot, they say, well, he doesn't vote for if you're electing the master. Does he? I can't remember.
Yes, he votes.
So you've got a paper ballot, the secretary's reading, Joe Blow, Tally, Joe Blow, whatever. Yeah, he votes on a paper ballot, just like he would in the ballot box.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
That's correct.
thank you. I was concerned about that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But then what happens if there's a tie?
Well, then you got to
Then you have to reballot.
The ballot has to be 50% plus one.
One at a time, brother. Go ahead.
There wouldn't be a tie in that because it's a majority regular.
50% plus one.
We've had ties on elections and officers.
We have to.
Yes, it happens. So you have to revote. At that point, you just revote.
Everybody revotes.
You just go forward until you get it right. Sir.
I've got a question.
Committee and the PR committee are working or have on their agenda this year to bring together
Kadosh with suspicion. The Kadosh is itself a